Now, I want you to bear in mind the scene. I was sitting at a table that was pretty much empty. There was an Iron Man toy in front of me with a price tag on it. My name tag and everything around me clearly was brown paper torn from a crumpled paper bag with Sharpie written on it. My name tag said Pat Lee Superstar, and I was shouting at people, "I'm Pat Lee, I reinvented the Transformers." And a couple people thought I was actually Pat Lee. So I felt bad about it at first until I thought about the scene that was in front of me, and then I realized I had no reason to feel bad because there's no reason someone should have thought that I was... This is all ignoring the fact that I look nothing like Pat Lee. Like, even if he let himself go, I don't think I look anything like Pat Lee.
There's just some point where you probably decided that you just had to lean into it then?
Well, the first guy, once he started busting out, like, he was like, maybe I'll give you some coupons for my... I was like, I just looked up at him and I was like, I'm lying. I'm sitting in for Pat Lee, but I'm not actually Pat Lee. I'm doing the job because we all figured I look exactly like him, seeing how I'm half Chinese, but I'm not actually Pat Lee. And then the last guy who did it, I basically decided to just roll with it. So at first I thought he was talking to me as in me, until I realized he was starting to cite, like, incidents and stuff that sound like what you'd say when you want someone to remember you. So I said, oh, well, you see, you went for drinks with G1 Pat Lee. He's still available in Asia as a reissue, but we've retired G1 Pat Lee. You might remember not G2, you might remember Beast Wars Pat Lee. Who's also known as Alex Milne. He's who I'm stealing this whole bit from. We decided he didn't look enough like Pat Lee, so they came up with me. I'm G2 Pat Lee. I'm more like the original, but better. You have given me a wonderful story to tell for the next couple of months or years, and I thank you for it. I mean, no ill will, but goddamn. I still have the sign, too. I added G2 to the front when I started to feel a little bit guilty, and then I walked off. I made another sign, too. I wrote Psy, and then underneath I wrote Korean YouTuber, but... I didn't end up using that one because I didn't have any shades.